found my passion and niche in the art world, and I've discovered how they are all connected. Learning to appreciate the art is a pleasure that gives joy. It's fulfilling and expressive. Let's take you on a short journey. Art collection and investment have many merits, such as aesthetic value for appreciation, cultural heritage and preservation, social status boost, and more. The essence of art collection is to chronicle our times and champions of the arts who hail from all corners of the planet and every possible background.
My name is Rahman Aka and I'm the proprietor of Signature Beyond. Collecting art or any other collection comes with a price. When you start collecting, if you always end up buying things which with time maybe you will outgrow and think that you've done the mistake and this and the other. Okay, but yet again, different strokes for different blokes, like anything else, including the art. What might appeal to me might not appeal to someone else. So my collection is very personal. It's what I think, to me is I could live with. But it doesn't mean whatever I collect, somebody else would want to collect something similar. You see, art is like, it's like food, it's like languages, it's variable. Each place has its own flavor. And if if you understand art, you will enjoy, there's talent everywhere. There are people who are quite talented. And if you really are into the art, you will understand where they're coming from and enjoy them. So each country has its own things to offer. Each institution has its own way of thinking and its own way of projecting. So you get a lot of that worldwide. There's no specific place, where art is better than other. The only thing that might help an artist is that in countries like the developed world, whereby material is available, money is available, so there's a lot of research and development, even into the art. Forget about, science and industry and this. These people there, they have a lot of things they put in place so that you can see the art evolving in many different ways because of all the new technology that comes in. And some of this technology is actually designed for artists, but you need money for that. That is one thing we lack here. This is a buffalo, but it's made out of all kind of. This is one artist that is among the ones you said to me that is probably that deserves recognition big time. This is one of them. His name is Akim Moreno. This is an artist that I think really, this is one of the top stars of Nigeria's artists today. But unfortunately, nobody is seeing. The few people that notices such works, they're usually artists like themselves, but they are the people who can't afford to buy these people's work. They know what it takes, how much thinking and how much this and that. But unfortunately, people with money have no idea of what to buy and what to look for. And here, majority of people, they're not wealthy. Do you understand? But it doesn't mean if you're wealthy, that means you have knowledge of art. I don't think there's any relation with that. It's unfortunate. Inspiration, I'll always tell people and tell artists, it's all around you. You see, wherever you look, if you look very well, you may see something and gain from it and register it into your mind and see how now you can dissect it and project it and put it in your own way. It's all around you. Everything is art. You see, the way you eat, the way you dress, the way you sleep, you understand? You name it. Whatever you do in life, if you enjoy doing it, you do it in an artistic manner. So it's all about art. The singing is art, the acting is art, directing. It's all art. Forget this is visual art, two-dimensional, but everything else around you, even if the way you hold, maybe your spoon or your fork, and the way you put it into your mouth, you can do it in a way which is very artistic and elegant. Yeah, I like the way this work probably does to your spirit. It's very soothing, very relaxing. It's based on the galaxies, and I find it. I can actually. It's a dreamer. You know, I can sink into it and go far. I mean, as I said, I don't know, with the proper lighting and proper ambience and proper everything, I think it's a work I could, you know, among all the charge, this is the discharge. This is the thing that just cools you down. It's like a soft lamp or soft music or something like this. That's how I find this interesting. I don't buy names because it is happening and things like that, not at all. And unfortunately, some of the things I may collect, some other people may not touch, and vice versa. I think one of the thing that once I was in London and there was an exhibition going on and there were large canvases, and I happened to attend that exhibition, and the paintings were quite big, probably this size here or maybe slightly larger, and they were all white, nothing else, except one of them had a couple of dots that were in black. And to me that was really you know, that was really shocking. I was just awed by it, you see. But in a situation like this, there was a particular painting at the British Museum. I don't know the name of the artist, but that's famous. I mean, can be logged on the internet. And it was only in one color, red. And somebody actually sabotaged it, cut it with a blade or something. So the artist had already died, and it was only one color, red, nothing more. So they got a restorer, and they spent an arm and a leg to restore that work. And by the time they put it out on display for the public condemned the work. Because whoever tried, as professional as the restorer was, he could not get the brush strokes the way they were. So the British Museum, I think either the Tate or the British Museum, they had to actually remove that painting from although they spent an arm and a leg restoring. It was only one color. So this is where things come in with a weight, with a challenge, you know. And this is where something like that you can never accept, it's you, nobody can come close even, and you're just a brushstroke. That's professionalism. You see, the problem we face here, we have a very, very crucial, detrimental ailment within us, and is because we have no proper critics. So sometimes you'll find some people, because of one reason or the other, they package themselves well, or some, you know, starlet, you know, buys their work, especially the female, and all of a sudden it becomes the vogue or the fashion. And this artist produces very mediocre works, he or she, and then these people start buying them, and they keep producing more mediocre works since money is coming, while the real McCoy, the real artist, nobody looks into their work. And if they did, these people can actually make sales and now reproduce even better works, which will reflect a better image of the country. That is one thing we lack, because we never speak the truth. When none of us here, no critic, no person comes out and says, hey guys, stop here. This artist is doing nothing but non-collectible, you know, commercial, whatever. We don't have that. And any country that lacks serious criticism, its art is not going to move on. Because why? The government is not behind the artist, and the people, you know, the people that deserve to be seen, sometimes if they don't make a sale, they need to make ends meet. They cannot be producing, it takes money to produce. And if they're not selling, they can't produce. And unfortunately, they're very talented, but it's not happening for them.
The Lagos Comic Con is Nigeria's first popular culture convention. It was established in 2012 by Ayodele Elegba. The role of the Lagos Comic Convention since inception has been to celebrate practitioners in the creative industry, encourage broader participation and support in the building of knowledge and capacity in the comic world.
This year's edition is themed Creative Skills as a Tool for Economic Diversification, and it features panels, workshops, masterclasses, and a central stage for exhibition. Other features include competitions, movie screenings, and space for co-working, networking, and interactive installations.
The attendance is good, and the depth of creative works at this exhibition is quite commendable, which suggests or confirms that there is a lot that we have to offer in this part of the world, particularly at a time like this, when there is need for us to look at developing materials for our society and for the world outside of this country.
The concept behind this convention is just what we all know. Thank God to the Buhari administration asking us to look inwards into what we can do to make change into this country. We have looked at Nigerian situation and we have realized that the economy is not doing well because it has run a mono economy for so long. And we thought within ourselves that what can we do this year to make Lagos Comic Con, give back to the government. What can we do for the government and not what the government can do? And we are here to showcase what Nigerians are all about, what the youths have, because we have talent, we have creativity. You can see all the good stuff going on in there. So this year we are trying to show the government that look, we have what it takes to generate the income, the GDP that Nigeria needs from you and I, creative people. Look at talents that we have. Look at Mark Zuckerberg that came into the country recently. What he did with just the idea of Facebook transformed even the economy of America. Imagine what he pays for tax. So imagine if you have young entrepreneurs like that. Entrepreneurship is the way forward. And we have the entrepreneurs here who have creative ideas but don't have the right kind of funding to start them off. And that's what this event's all about.
What we do is that we do African comic books and African animation that are based on African characters. And we believe it's time for Nigerians to embrace things like this so that our children can grow up seeing characters that they can believe in, seeing characters that can encourage them, and seeing characters that have positive attitudes as well.
The Lagos Comic Convention is a gathering of creative people here in Nigeria, Lagos. Some of them are from abroad. So we're here to showcase our products, our creatives to the Nigerian public, and to get Nigerians, delegations to see that this actually exists and the possibilities of what we're doing.
Comic-Con is celebrating superheroes. I grew up watching these heroes like Superman, Superwoman, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Incredible Hulk. I grew up watching them, so it's been a fantastic time at the Lagos Comic Con 2016.
My name is Pierre Chayot and I'm working for the French Embassy. Because I'm in charge of the media and audiovisual and so on, and we believe that the comic industry and animation will have a bright future in Nigeria. We've seen that the film industry is already very strong in Nigeria. We believe it's the next step for the entertainment industry in Nigeria. Then we want to support this new change in the Nigerian entertainment industry.
The way forward for the art world generally, I think, is, for me, I know we have the creativity, we have the art, we have that. But I think if government can, in a way, endorse so that it's easier for the foreign people to take us seriously. If for example, if I'm going to try and bring in probably Disney or Marvel to Nigeria, for example, and I have a letter from the federal government, it's easy for Marvel or Disney to say, look, we're going to come and build a school here or build a studio here. But if I can't get that letter from government, and government is shying away from probably committing to that, it's quite difficult for them to take me seriously, because my government is not even taking me seriously. So why would they? So I think what we need right now, we have the energy, we have the passion, we have the creativity, we have everything that America or whatever developed country has. But what we need now, we need a government that will say, look, we are behind you. Go out there, use our name and say, we are behind you, and then I can assure you the investors will come rolling in.
Babatunde Choson is the organist and master of music. As a result of his exceptional musical proficiency, he has received various awards, notably finalist English and Song Vocal Competition at Trinity College of Music, London in February 2007, highest scorer in Grade 8 Piano at the Muson Performance Awards 2002, and the Performance Merit Award from the Cathedral Church of Christ, presented to him by the former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A great-grandson of the music legend Dr. T.K.E. Phillips, Babatunde's musical journey was charted by his first two instructors, Ariola Choson, his grandmother, and Mrs. Tolu Obajimi, organist and master of music, Cathedral Church of Christ, Lagos. Following his graduation as a physiotherapist from the Lagos University Teaching Hospital College of Medicine, he proceeded to complete a 5-year course at the Trinity College of Music, Greenwich, England. He graduated with a Bachelor of Music degree with honors in piano and organ performance.
lover of the arts. I enjoy literature, history, musicals, ballet, vocals, and I also love to sing, dance, act, write, paint, and maybe decorate, you know. I appreciate elegant designs. Now, I also hope to be a collector someday. All right, like I always say, keep living in the arts. That's all we have for you today. Bye for now.